Welcome back, audio explorers, to episode 8 of Why Is This Important? Entering the world of spatial effects. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of reverb and delay. These two effects are essential for adding depth, dimension, and emotion to your music. Section 1. Reverb, the illusion of space. Imagine yourself in a concert hall. The music surrounds you, bouncing off the walls and creating a sense of grandeur. That, my friends, is the magic of reverb. In essence, reverb is the sound of a space. It's a collection of reflections that decay over time, adding a sense of depth and realism to your tracks. Without reverb, recordings can sound dry and lifeless. By adding reverb, we can breathe life into our mixes, placing instruments in a believable acoustic environment. Want a track to sound like it's in a grand cathedral? Add a long reverb with a slow decay? Need a more intimate setting like a jazz club? A shorter reverb time with a faster decay will do the trick. By adjusting the amount of reverb on different tracks, we can create a sense of depth and separation. This manipulation of space is crucial for creating a balanced and immersive listening experience. Section 2. Types of reverb and their applications. Just like there are countless types of physical spaces, there's a wide variety of reverb effects to choose from. Each type of reverb has its unique sonic characteristics, making it suitable for different applications. Hall reverb emulates the sound of large spaces like concert halls and auditoriums. Room reverb simulates the sound of smaller spaces like recording studios and rehearsal rooms. Plate reverb uses a vibrating metal plate to create its sound. Spring reverb uses a spring suspended in a metal tank to create its signature sound. Choosing the right reverb for the job is crucial. It's about matching the character of the reverb to the instrument and the overall vibe of your mix. Don't be afraid to experiment with different types of reverb to see what sounds best in your context. Remember, there are no rules in mixing, only guidelines. Each type of reverb has its strengths and weaknesses, so choose wisely. If you found value in this video, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Section 3. Delay, the echo of creativity. Now that we've explored the spatial depths of reverb, let's shift our focus to delay. While reverb deals with the lingering reflections of sound, delay is all about repeating sounds over time. Think of it as the echo effect. Delay can be a subtle effect, adding a touch of warmth and spaciousness, or it can be used creatively to create rhythmic patterns and swirling textures. Delay is an incredibly versatile tool. By adjusting the delay time, feedback, and other parameters, you can create a wide range of effects. It's all about experimenting and finding what works best for your music. Section 4. Exploring different delay types. Just like reverb, delay comes in various flavors, each with its unique sonic characteristics and applications. Analog delay, known for their smooth, rounded repeats and subtle saturation. Digital delay offers pristine sound quality, precise timing, and a wide range of delay times. Tape delay used magnetic tape to record and play back the delayed signal, resulting in a warm, organic sound. Ping pong delay bounces the delayed signal back and forth between the left and right channels. Each delay type has its strengths and weaknesses. Choose the one that best suits your needs and the overall vibe of your mix. Don't be afraid to experiment with different delay types and settings. Discover new and exciting sounds. Each type of delay has its unique applications. Use them creatively to enhance your music. Section 5. The interplay of reverb and delay. While reverb and delay are powerful effects on their own, they truly shine when used together. Combining these two spatial tools allows you to create incredibly immersive and three-dimensional soundscapes. Think of reverb and delay as two sides of the same coin. Reverb creates the space, while delay fills it with movement and texture. One effective technique is to use reverb to establish the overall space of a track, and then add delay to create rhythmic patterns, or add depth to specific instruments. Another approach is to use delay as a send effect, sending a small amount of the signal from various tracks to a delay with a long delay time and subtle feedback. This technique can create a sense of space and movement without cluttering the mix. Now that we've covered the basics of reverb and delay, let's dive into some practical tips for using these effects in your mixes. Use reverb sparingly. While reverb can add depth and spaciousness, too much of it can muddy your mix. Start with a small amount of reverb and gradually increase it until you achieve the desired effect. EQ your reverb. Use a high-pass filter to remove any unwanted low-frequency rumble and a low-pass filter to tame any excessive high-frequency hiss. Experiment with pre-delay. Pre-delay is the amount of time between the original sound and the onset of the reverb. Use delay to create rhythmic interest. Experiment with different delay times and subdivisions to create rhythmic patterns. Don't be afraid to automate. Automation is your friend when it comes to reverb and delay. Try automating the send levels, delay time, or feedback amount to create dynamic and evolving spatial effects. These tips will help you use reverb and delay effectively in your mixes. Even seasoned mixers can fall prey to common reverb and delay pitfalls. Here are a few to watch out for. Overusing reverb on everything. Resist the urge to drown every instrument in reverb. Applying reverb selectively allows certain elements to shine while others sit back. Neglecting pre-delay. Skipping pre-delay can make your mix sound muddy. Experiment with different pre-delay settings to find the sweet spot for each instrument. Using excessive feedback. While high feedback settings can create exciting effects, too much feedback can overpower your mix. Ignoring the mix context. Always consider the overall mix when applying reverb and delay. By avoiding these common mistakes, you'll be well on your way to crafting mixes that sound professional and polished. The world of reverb and delay is vast and full of creative possibilities. Don't be afraid to experiment with different settings, combinations, and techniques. Remember, there are no right or wrong answers when it comes to using these effects. The most important thing is to experiment, have fun, and discover what sounds good to your ears. Congratulations on embarking on this journey into the captivating world of reverb and delay. Remember, mastering these effects takes time, practice, and a healthy dose of experimentation. Keep an eye out for more insightful articles and tutorials on mixing, mastering, and music production. Thank you for sticking around. Please subscribe, share, and comment to let us know what you want to learn. We release a new video every Sunday night. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week for another episode of Why Is This Important?